Football Queensland's coverage of the 2019 NPL, NPLW and FQPL season is brought to you by IFCA, Australia's only national football-specific Football Queensland's coverage of the 2019 NPL, NPLW and FQPL season is brought to you by IFCA, Australia's only national football-specific coaching conference, 25th and 26th of May on the Gold Coast. Get your delegate pass today at ifcca.com.au. Play football. Join the team today. Visit playfootball.com.au to find your nearest club. Football Foundation, making football more accessible for every income, every gender, every ability, every background, every Indigenous Queenslander. Donate today.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever in the world you may be tuning in from. My name is Darren Lutton and welcome to Football Queensland's presentation of the NPLW. We've hit the halfway mark and we're hitting the second half of the season. It's round 14 and we're at Walter Park for the top of the table clash between the Moreton Bay United Jets and Lions FC. As you can see, the players are already out on the field. The coin toss is being performed at the moment, and Moreton Bay have brought in Stephanie Hallis from the under-13s to help out. Well done, Stephanie. All right, let's quickly run through the team sheets before this game gets underway. So for Moreton Bay United, in goals, number 1, Coco Majstorovic. Number 4, Lauren Askin. Number 6, Madalena Daniels. Number 8, Jessica Dillon. Number 10, Rihanna Policina. Number 11, Alexandra Schaefer. Number 14, Amy Jackson. Number 16, Riley Bisden. Number 19, Alexandra Walker. Number 21, Natalie Tatham. Number 22, Christy New. On the bench, Lauren Spreadborough, Grace Chalmers, Meg McGilligan and Talia Reynolds. For the visiting Lions FC, in goals, number 1, Cassandra Zafina. Number 2, Winona Heatley. Number 3, Cannon Clough. Number 5, Kate Morton. Number 7, Jamila Riley. Number 8, Mariel Ecker. Number 9, Whitney Knight. Number 10 is worn by Tegan Riding. Number 12, Sophie Passion. Number 13, Catherine O'Neill. And number 19, Rebecca Horsey. On the bench, Jessica Hogg, Tanisha Stanley, Abigail Evitts and Isabella Shuttleworth. Both these two teams have lost just one match between them. And that was round 1 when these two teams played each other. It was a 2-0 victory to Lions. Lions peppered the Moreton Bay goal for about 84 minutes until Mariel Ecker finally broke through. Ali Schaefer had a missed penalty. And then Whitney Knight sealed the deal in the 90th minute for a 2-0 victory. But since then, Lions have had a couple of draws and Moreton Bay have had a stack of wins. Moreton Bay see themselves on top of the table at the moment. And although Lions have a game in hand, it's currently a 4-point difference. So tonight's match is crucial to determining just who's going to be this season's premiers. Moreton Bay are, of course, in the yellow shirts with the black shorts. And Lions are in their away strip of all white. This is Jamila Riley on the ball. Back into the team after a few weeks out. So there's quite a few players in both squads that are returning to the teams this evening. Great to see them back on the park. The ball by Whitney Knight, far too deep. Goes straight through to Koko Majstorovic. Sophie Passion wins the ball back for Lions. Moreton goes infield, but it's cut out by Schaefer. Our Total Tools referee this evening is Taylor Schofield, and the assistants Bailey Jacobson and Patrick Hartsuka. Moreton Bay would like to thank their sponsors Trueline and Hanno's Car Care. And Lions are sponsored by Motorama and Luxury Paints. Christy News standing over this free kick. Moreton Bay captain. Delivers the ball to the top of the box. No problem for Safina. You are watching this game by one of two methods, either via Facebook Live or the YouTube channel. Both mediums give you the option to make comments. It's the ones on Facebook that can be read during the game. As Moreton Bay look to put together an early attack. Off the post! Well, an early sider here for the Jets. And Lions look to counter quickly through Riding. Good body work from Daniels. And the Jets clear. Oh, we're off to a flyer in this game. Here's another chance for Knight. Knight again, through ball, cut out by the defence. This is Walker. Back for Dillon. He goes cross field, trying to find Daniels. Advances forward. The Jets will settle things down again. It's a stray pass from Jackson. Well, down the line finds Riding. Jackson makes up for a missed pass earlier. Intercepts for Moreton Bay. So yes, we welcome your comments on the Facebook Live medium. If you're watching from some far-flung part of the world, then by all means, say a little hello. We might give you a shout out in the second half. Also interested in finding out who you think's going to win this game. Both these teams have incredible form. Having said that, Lions had a bit of a scare last week with a 2-2 draw against Gold Coast United, which was a little unexpected. And Gold Coast well worth their point. The offside flag goes up. But it's the Jets since round one. They've just been on fire. They've won their last 11. Last week they had a blistering 11-0 demolition of Western Pride. And Riley Baisden shot up to joint top scorer for the team, scoring 7 goals last week. She's brought her season total up to 10. Long range attempt from Horsey. So it should be a fascinating battle between these two teams. Ones, of course, have had just the 2 draws. That game against Gold Coast last week. And another 2-2 draw against Logan Lightning. It's interesting that both their draws have been against mid-table teams. Apart from that, every other game's a win. Storovic came out well. This is Schaefer. I was going to have a guest commentator tonight. You might remember the last time I commentated an NPLW match, I had a fantastic Ray Dow with me. She was lined up to be in co-commentary again tonight. Unfortunately, the switch in game time has forced her unavailability. Chance now for Riding. Across the face of goal. Clough sends the ball back in. Jets working hard to work the ball out of the defence. Had to sit up there for Passion. Her shot's blocked. Riding. Tried to pass the ball in front of goal. Looking for a runner. Walker gives up possession. The pass can't quite find Riding. So yes, Ray Dow was supposed to be joining me tonight, but the change in game times, this match was originally slated for 8:30. But the Jets, as you can see in the crowd, plenty of juniors here this evening, so they've brought the game time back a little bit so that more of their junior players and members could be in attendance for such a prestige fixture. Which unfortunately means that Ray, who's doing a coaching session down at Logan, is unable to attend tonight. That's a shame because we got some fantastic feedback from the last match that she did. Range ball looking for Lauren Askin. Goes through for Zafina. The opening minutes of this game have flown by. Storovic likes to maintain possession rather than going long. Finding a short target. Schaefer wins the ball back. Horsey. Back for O'Neill. Ball out wide, can't find Passion. So we're 2 weeks away from the IFCCA event down the Gold Coast. It's Australia's only national football specific coaching conference. 25th and 26th of May on the Gold Coast. Get your delegate pass today at ifcca.com.au. Daniels goes down. No free kick. Passion plays on. Gets across just over the top of Mastorovic. The sloping ground here at Walter Park. Sends the ball over the line. So promising moments for both teams in the opening 10 minutes. Moreton Bay have probably had the best chance. The Lions have had more of them. And the crossfield ball, a little bit aimless. There is one match in the NPL being played this evening. Just from memory, Redlands United against Moreton Bay. Brisbane City, sorry. Redlands United against Brisbane City. I'll bring you updates on that match as the evening progresses. Orange ball from O'Neill. Clough can't control things. Neither can Dillon. Here come the Jets again. Deep ball down the right-hand side. Cross a little bit too close to the keeper. Again, as we can see, plenty of attacking intent on show this evening. It should be an entertaining Friday night game. Certainly hope you intend to take in the majority of this game. I know myself, when you're on a mobile, sometimes you can't get the full 90 minutes in. You're here and there and things to do. And this promises to be a quality game. If the first 10 minutes are any indication, should be in for a cracker. Zafina throws the ball out to Passion. Nice turn from Knight. Finds Riding with a little bit of space. Riding's cross is blocked. Bobbles comfortably to Majstorovic. Jackson. Jackson again. Surrenders possession to Jamila Riley. Walker. Schaefer. Schaefer trying to find Askin. Askin playing out in the wide left tonight. So cool evening here tonight at Albany Creek. Should be a little bit of a fog coming over the ground a little bit later. It's a little bit heavy. We've had some rain this week and this morning. So the pitch is just starting to show the signs of wear and tear of a full local season. Of course, plenty of teams play on this field. You can just see in the keeper areas that the pitch is just starting to break up a bit. The grass is being grown quite long to protect the field. As this corner comes in, it's short. It's blocked out for another corner. Another ball comes in for Natalie Tatham. Natalie's the only Brisbane Roar W League player on show this evening. Lyra Toby's injured. And the two Roar players for Lions have been away on other duties. The corner comes in, it's a good header. Sharp delivery from Tatham. And the header goes just over the bar. Decent connection there from Amy Jackson. Attack the ball. And the goal kick taken short. Lions just needing to sort themselves out. A little bit disorganised there. Majstorovic goes long. Coco Majstorovic, the Moreton Bay keeper. She moved to Melbourne from Brisbane from 2014 to 2017. Finished her secondary school year. Played for South Melbourne in the Victorian NPL. She played as a field player until age 15 as this long shot goes in and goes well wide. She just filled in as a goalkeeper at age 15. And she liked it. She did pretty well, so she decided to stick with it. She's been in Brisbane the past 2 years. I thought she was pretty good last season. Showed signs of promise. And I would argue that her game has improved this season. Ecker comes out wide for Passion. Passion takes on Daniels. And we've got our opening goal. Ball's deflected through. Opening salvo for the Lions. And that may go down as an own goal. Sophie Passion just using a little bit too much pace on the right-hand side. Daniels didn't shut it down. And the cross. When you're in such a dangerous area, it just seemed to have gone through legs. And so, 17 minutes in, and it's the visitors, Lions FC, that take the lead. Really unsure who to credit that goal. I might give it to Sophie Passion until we hear otherwise. So there we go, this season's favourites take the early lead. And if the game got off to a good tempo, it's certainly gone up a level now. Should be in for an awesome next 10 minutes. Schaefer. Ali Schaefer just coming back from injury herself. Walker goes out wide. One's Tatham. Dillon. Tatham again. Schaefer. And Tatham can't keep that ball in play. Good win there for Moreton Bay. The shot's blocked. This is Passion. Lions looking to go quickly. Horsey. Blocked by Heatley. Just opens things up for the Jets. Here's Tatham. A weak shot at goal. Naskin can't get there in time. So if Coach Hanno Hannafin is looking for a response from his players, he's certainly got one. Great tackle there from Horsey. Riding goes for a run. Christy New organises her defence. And Jackson with a good block. Lee Tatham looks to be being deployed up and down that field. She's doing a lot more running than I've seen her in other matches. And why not when you've got such experience in your team? Daniel's looking for a throw-in option. Likes to go down the line but can only find Passion. Daniels threads the needle to find Walker. Rihanna Policina to work really hard, but here's a chance now for Riding. Tegan Riding, chips it, just wide. Well, that was clever from Tegan Riding. Just tried to chip the ball past Majstorovic. And a real missed opportunity there for the visitors. Lucina. Baisden. Another good win there for Moreton Bay. Dillon. Walker. Through ball in behind. Lions players get back. That's Heatley. Another infield ball. Another win in a dangerous position for the Jets. Schaefer gets a cross in. Walker maintains possession. Goes back out for Dillon. Askin can't control play. Lions just hoof the ball clear. Daniels goes on a charge. Daniels taking on Passion. Back for Askin. Jets were queuing up in the box. They've come back out. That's lovely through ball. Play goes down. Play on's the call. He's riding with Lions on a fast break. It was a half shot, half cross from Tegan Riding. Decker wasn't able to get there in time. Great tempo to this match. End-to-end stuff. Policina. That wide for Tathan. Ball downfield by New. Free kick there for Lions.
If one goes, the other's got to stop the ball getting into the line. You need to cut that pass out.
Another high press here from the Jets. And putting the Lions defence under plenty of pressure. They've had a few small victories already. Heatley. Sorry, Whitney Knight. Let's play with the ball there. .25 minutes in. No goals to Moreton Bay. 1 to Lions. I'll just bring you that score from the other NPL game that's being played this evening. 51 minutes in. The Cleveland Showgrounds. It's Redlands United 0, Brisbane City 0. Ecker trying to weave some magic. Field ball does well to find Ridings. Ecker goes down. The offside flag goes up. Nice little bit of creativity there from Lions. Little dinked pass infield. Both these sides have such potent forward lines.
What is going on with this ball?
Askin intercepts. Askin looking for the return ball. Tries to turn back inside the two defenders. Passion clears. Jackson goes back to Majstorovic. Pressure there from Knight. Finds Christy New. New to Walker. Horsey wins the ball back for Lions. Clough. O'Neill. Knight. Pass just a little bit too deep. So the IFCCA is just 2 weeks away with limited tickets remaining. Visit ifcca.com.au to secure your pass. I noticed that Darren Davies from Brisbane Roar got added to the panel this week. There's going to be a star-studded cast at that event. The assistant has a little slip. So I thought numbers this evening were a little bit disappointing. But the crowd numbers have certainly picked up as the game started. A good crowd in attendance tonight. Knight wins the ball back for Lions. Riding tried to make a little bit of space for herself. Jackson. Can't get past Horsey. The ball just goes out for a goal kick. So it was a revelation to me this week, but as we hit the halfway point in the season, that it's actually a top 6 for finals this season. It was, of course, top 4 last year, so we naturally assumed that it was going to be that way again. It's a top 6 this season in the NPLW and the FQPL. NPL remains top 4. I find it a little odd that the NPL, with so many teams in that competition, isn't employing a top 6. Thought it would have been perfectly placed to do so, but perhaps the NPL championships that continue on for the winners of the competition might have prevented that extra week from occurring. Jets clear. Walker, lovely header on. Finds Bisden. Riley Bisden. Still going, Riley. Hasn't the crowd come to life when she gets on the ball? Bisden looking for options, but can only pass the ball to Mario Lecco. Jackson. Schaefer. And 2 miscued passes. Sits up nicely. Shot's blocked. Rihanna Policina has Moreton Bay's first shot on target. "30 minutes in, Moreton Bay have a corner. So plenty of pressure on both these teams to retain possession. There's a press being employed. So it's hard to keep the ball, but just some slight lapses in concentration, and it's these infield passes that are causing the issues for both teams. Passes going out wide seem to be finding their target, but it's that ball that goes back into traffic. Deflected and cleared. Tatham asks for another ball. Askin. Back for Tatham. Crosses on. Bisden. Lovely infield pass. I think that shot just might have been blocked. Zafina's clearance is high. Dillon gets ahead. On the ball. Now comes out wide for Lauren Askin. Askin's cross misses all the yellow shirts. Cannon Clough. It's been a revelation on that left-hand side this season. That clearance goes out for a corner. So Jets working hard to get back into this contest. They're knocking on the door. Lions are holding firm. This is Moreton Bay's first corner from the right-hand side. Sits for Christy New, lines up a shot, just wide. We've seen Christy New score from outside the box. She certainly got that in her game. And Cassandra Zafina must have had a heart in her mouth as that shot went off. Just drifted wide. Good game here at Walter Park. This is Friday night football, Football Queensland's presentation of the NPLW. Hope you're enjoying the fair being put on by these two teams this evening. This is a top of the table clash. Of course, if Moreton Bay can get the 3 points tonight, it'll give them a massive advantage in the title race. Lions, who haven't lost a game this season, have the single goal advantage. The goal, we think, by Sophie Passion. It may have come off a Jets defender on the way through. Lauren Askin. Ball goes out of play. Turnover there for Lions. Kate Moreton goes down the line to find Riding. Riding's in space. The cross from Riding, miscued. Hands went straight to her head. Straight after the ball left her feet. Cross comes in. Jackson's in the way. Dillon turns, finds Baisden. Walker. Another long field ball for Baisden to run onto. Just a little bit too deep. Policina with the long ball delivery. Passion goes infield for Knight. Riding stops then starts. Riding, she fancies taking on Daniels. Daniels will win this battle though. Askin presents as an option. Pass just a little wide. The Jets surrender possession. Riding, goes far post. New with the strong header. Tatham can't find Baisden. Eke. Eke with a pass in field. Gets cut out. Horsey running on. Daniels, good body positioning. Walker. Is back for New. Tegan Riding looks to be a little bit of bother at the minute. A little bit of space here for Lauren Askin. It's a chance to get her head up. Can't find a teammate with a cross. Policina finds Bisden. And the header from Walker, but the offside flag goes up. Loving the movement from both these teams this evening. They get the ball in the attacking third. They're trying to show a little bit of creativity. Not putting in aimless crosses. Trying to find a teammate. Trying to be intelligent with their play. Making the defence think. That ball hasn't left the area. It'll get retaken. That rule's going to change at the end of the season. Wonder how that's going to affect junior football. Some cuts play out. This is Daniels. Lions win the ball back. This is Horsey. Rebecca Horsey, a school teacher. On now for Sophie Passion. Sophie Passion's got an acre of space. She's got Tegan Riding in the gap. Found Ecker. Shot got blocked. Ecker trying to work another opportunity for herself. Passion was offside. Sophia Passion initially let the ball go. Then when she realised that Maria Lecker was running away from the ball, decided she'd take it on. Dylan. Jackson. Riley. Dylan again. That pass. Strude, shot by Riding in! Just found its way in the left-hand corner. And Lions have their second. And it's Tegan Riding. Well, I think it certainly looked like the shot was going to go wide, but it just held its line long enough to find the corner. And Lions have their second. Have they got a match-winning lead already? That's been the difference between the two teams. There have been chances at both ends. Lions have just been that little bit more clinical. The free kick to the visitors. Turns the wrath of the local crowd. That ball by Zafina. Resents Bisden with an opportunity and just wide. Well, both coaches are on their feet at the moment. We've seen some great play. There's also just been a couple of errors. We've presented golden opportunities for both teams, and here could be another one. Walker just being muscled off the ball. Passion.
Come on, Whitney, this is yours. Good one, Teagues.
Finds Riding again. Tegan Riding, crossfield. Looked for Knight. Couldn't quite control the ball. Tatham. Tatham goes crossfield, finds a little bit of space. New goes early for Bysden. This time New gives Walker a task. The Lions defence a little bit too good.
Drop out for her. Straight out, turn. Play long, play long.
Moreton. Christy New goes early. A little bit too early. Madalena Daniels, who swapped sides with Natalie Tatham. Sophie Passion was having plenty of joy on this right-hand side. Moreton does enough to keep the ball in play. Long grass on the pitch. Certainly played its part. And here goes downfield. He gives the ball back to the Jets. You looked like she might have got herself in a little bit of trouble, but she got herself out of it just as quickly. Dillon finds Policina. Tatham. Turnover. Horsey with the chance to look up. Cut out again by Jackson. Jackson going for a run. And a free kick here for the Jets. Yellow cards given for Jamila Riley. A couple of minutes before half time. Good opportunity here for the Jets.
A lot coming up this half time. We will have a crossbar challenge for the Jets junior girls that are here tonight. But also
Amy Jackson is the player down.
for the ladies. And the first people to answer the question on the pitch will be able to have a go at the penalty shot challenge. Also,
It gives us a chance to catch breath. It's been a
Mother's Day raffle in the clubhouse.
fast-tempoed first half.
And also have the meat
End-to-end
track
stuff.
this evening as well. So I do hope that you've all had a chance to
Plenty of attacking weapons in both teams, and they've been
all that. And of course,
going all out.
pizza's going well.
Show what they can do.
About 1 minute you'll be able to dash to the canteen and put the pizza order in, along with any other food.
So far, it's Lions that have been the more successful of the two. As we've seen many times on this ground, though, it's that right-hand side of the field where the majority of the goals get scored. So if you think it's game over, think again. I do expect the Jets to keep themselves in this contest. It's going to be interesting to... Love to be a fly on the wall on these change rooms at half time. So both teams would be reasonably happy with how they're playing. They just want to tidy up a few of these stray passes that have sold their defences into a lot of trouble. Perhaps they could just take a little bit more care working their way out of defence. So Amy Jackson gets some assistance to come off the ground. Hopefully for the Jets, she'll get the half-time break to see if she's right to continue.
We'll play 10 to another 45. What a fucking act that is. Comes ready.
So Christy New stands over the free kick. Anna Policina walks away from the ball. Lauren Spreadborough makes her way onto the field. Amy Jackson's evening's work is done. Lauren Spreadborough, who came into this game under an injury cloud. So we'll keep a keen eye on her progress in the second half. It's Christy New. Delivers deep. Walker went up high, but she's just too short to get a connection. Shot from Bysden, goes wide. And might just get a little bit more play before the half-time whistle goes. Perhaps one last chance for the Jets. Schaefer delivers the ball out wide. The cross from Bysden is high. Zafina's up to the challenge. Sticks her big mitts out and brings the ball in. Here's Sophie Passion with plenty of space. A little bit of a miscommunication there with Tegan Riding. And again, on other fields, that ball would have just trickled out of play. That heavy grass, which is probably heaviest in all four corners. Just held the ball up. Whitney Knight to Riding. 1-2 with Knight. Whitney Knight has it back to goal. It's a return ball. Knight looking for options. Finds Echo. Echo with a long range attempt. Goes well wide. That might just about be it for the first half. Taken short for Spreadborough. It goes back to Majstorovic. Clears only as far as Passion. So the pressure from Lyons has worked. Moreton. Interesting pass from Moreton. Spreadborough got herself in the way. Riley. Riley comes forward. Pass was only to Policina. She gets the return ball though. Clough. O'Neill. Peach of a ball to find Sophie Passion. Still there for Lions. It's still not half time. Another cross. Not cleared properly though. Appeals for handball, nothing given. Passion, the space opens up for her a bit here. And there it is. Well, it's been a pretty entertaining first 45 minutes here at Walter Park. And it's the visitors that go into the sheds with a 2-goal lead. Goals from Sophie Passion and Tegan Riding. Very entertaining first 45. A few questions being asked of the ladder leaders at the moment. What have the Jets got in their locker to bring to the second half? We'll be back with the second half very shortly. This is Friday Night Football and Football Queensland's coverage of the NPLW. Stick around.
Why do I play football?
Why do we play football? I play for fitness.
For competition.
Community spirit.
It's healthy and safe.
And fun.
I play for celebrations.
What's your reason? Join our team.
We swear a lot at Total Tools. We swear by our range. We swear by our service. And of course, we swear by our prices. So you'll know that you're buying at the best price every day. Total Tools. Every tool, every trade.
skills events running across the state from the Gold Coast to as far north as Cairns, and we invite you to come along to give football a go. Whether you've played before or whether it's your first time, we encourage you to come along, have a go, enjoy the experience, and most importantly, have lots of fun. The events are all free of charge. All we require from you is for you to register prior to the event, and that can be done on Football Queensland's website. Yeah, the girls. Yeah, the girls. Yeah, the girls! No. Yeah, the girls.
Welcome back to Walter Park for this second half of this round 14 match between Moreton Bay United and Lions FC in the NPLW. It's currently 2-0 to the visitors. A goal in the 17th minute to Sophie Passion. We thought it may have been an own goal, but it has been awarded to Sophie. It's actually her 9th goal of the season. I thought that last year, when we saw her make a debut against Capalaba for Souths, I thought, wow, we've got a player on our hands here. Of course, she's been in and out of the competition over the years, but it was my first viewing of her, and she didn't really kick on. She only scored 7 goals, but she's changed clubs, and this season she's making every post a winner, so scoring her 9th goal, and we're only at the halfway point of the season, so the sky's the limit for Sophie Passion. Tegan Riding, of course, scored in the 40th minute. She's been a menace for the Moreton Bay defence all game. And for the Jets, well, they've had a couple of chances. They've hit the post. The injury to Amy Jackson just before half-time. It's forced Moreton Bay into an early substitution. Lauren Spreadborough is partnering Christy New in central defence. Just bringing you up to date with the NPL clash. It's at Cleveland's Showgrounds. It was Redlands United 0, Brisbane City 4. 4 second half goals for the Sky Blues in the second half. How many goals will we see in this second half as Moreton Bay get things underway? Dillon comes out wide for Daniels. She started the game on the left-hand side, but she's done a switch. As I mentioned, those problems caused by Sophie Passion has forced Natalie Tatham to go from the right-hand side to the left. This is Barsden. Policina. Anna Policina's up from Sydney. Started as a Marconi stallion in the junior NPL. He's also played for the Western Sydney Wanderers in the W League before coming up to Brisbane for work. Cross comes in, cleared by O'Neill. As far as Spreadborough. Lauren Spreadborough on the ball again. Once Bisden. Walker. Plenty of jinky runs in the first half. She's been excellent for the Jets. Line's clear. Actually, that was Madalena Daniels that made her way forward. Was there before? From defence into the box. Opportunity now for Lions. The offside flag stays down. It's Tegan Riding. It's a cross for Ecker. Couldn't find her. Instead, passed the ball straight to Coco Mestorovic. This is Ecker. Free kick for Moreton Bay. Christy New standing over the ball, looking at her options. Swings the ball out wide left, looking for Lauren Askew. Tatham. Schaefer. Daniels. It's down the line, trying to find Bisden. Can she keep the ball in play? Yes, she can. Pitch is pretty heavy down that end. The Jets have themselves a corner. They've had plenty in the game so far. A lot of the Jets players lining up at the far post. The corner goes near post. Daniels with a shot and skews it wide. Decision there from Zafina. Likes to find Echo. Normally a good option. Couldn't keep the ball under control this time. Here's Schaefer. Excellent cutout play by the Lions. That was Winona Heatley. And Lions are called for offside. So did you know that the IFCCA offers discounts packages for up to 6 delegate passes? Clubs are encouraged to contact info at IFCCA to secure a spot for their team or coaches. Christy New. Tatham tidies up for the Jets. Crossfield ball finds Spreadborough. Daniels. Policina loses out. This is Bisden. Riley Bisden, across the face of goals, there for Schaefer, just over the top. Lally Schaefer missed a penalty in the round 1 clash, and she's missed another great opportunity from a pretty similar distance. Puts her shirt in her mouth in disappointment. Golden opportunity there for the Jets. She's looking for the top of the net. Still there for Moreton Bay. That shot comfortably wide. It's Coach Hannafin looking to change things up. Megan McGilligan is on the sideline. McGilligan, of course, scored 50 goals in the league last season. That offside flag stays down for Ecker. Still there for Eckert. She lines up the shot. The space opens up, and of course she scores. Well, you can't give Mariel Eckert that much space, that much time, and expect to not be punished. And in the 52nd minute, it's Lions that have secured their 3rd goal. And a crushing blow there from Lions FC. Lauren Askin is the player being substituted. McGilligan comes on to see if she can make an impact. As I said, she came into this game just under an injury cloud, as did Lauren Spreadborough. And both have made their way on. Here's McGilligan on the ball now. The offside flag goes up. Moreton Bay coach Hannafin perplexed at that offside decision. Asking questions of the assistant. Meanwhile, Ecker has the ball back for Lions. The passes can't find Clough. downfield, goes directly to New. And Dylan surrenders possession to Knight. Whitney Knight gets a cross in. It was low, it was flat, and it was straight at Koko Mestorovic. Gilligan just manages to get a touch on the ball to retain possession for Moreton Bay. New. Policina had it back to goal and it creates another opportunity. Just wide. Mestorovic doing just enough. And just when we thought Tegan Riding was going to put this game to bed, Mestorovic with a crucial touch. Just a flexible wide. Well, the Jets are their own worst enemy at the moment here. They're getting caught in transition and just being unable to recover in time. Off goes Crossfield looking for Moreton. Ecker. Riding. And just to get the last touch. I don't think she was expecting that ball to come to her. The Jets need to find some answers soon. Of course, haven't beaten Lions in this competition. Crossfield ball only as far as Cannon Clough. Sits up there for Schaefer. Ecker goes infield, but they can only find Spreadborough. Lovely through ball for Bisden. Bisden! Shot's blocked. Shot from Riley Bisden just took her a little bit too wide. Walker. Back out, long range attempt from Dylan. Well wide. Well, the Jets are not giving up here. As you'd expect from a team that's top of the league. It's currently a 4-point gap between the two teams. Moreton Bay have played one game extra. If I've read the draw correctly, I understand that Lions' make-up game is against the Sunshine Coast Wanderers. Zafina. It's quickly to O'Neill. Horsey goes out wide to Clough. He miscontrols. Chance here perhaps for the Jets. This is Bisden who's onside. Crossfield ball. Jamila Riley gets across just in time. The Jets have yet another corner. If you got half a goal for earning a corner, I think the Jets would be in front in this game. They've had plenty. They've yet to really make much of an impact with them. Shot from Schaefer. Gives Lions the chance to clear. The Jets will reload. He goes downfield. Tries to find Walker. Touch was a little bit too strong. Tegan Riding's onside. Tegan Riding takes the ball into the box. Was it a cross? I think it would have been. Trying to find Ecker. Good positioning from the Jets to tidy up.
You have 5 minutes, or 4 now, and we will redraw it. So if you want to retrain, ticket holder number 46, come to the deck as soon as you can.
Lions locking the ball up in the attacking third. Nice little nutmeg. That was Sophie Passion. Sophie, of course, plays futsal every summer in the Summer League. Midweek too, I believe. Stan Balimba Bears might be her team. It certainly drew the ooze from the crowd. Passion again, kick straight into a teammate. Whitney Knight felt the force of that pass. Sophie goes over to apologise. Knight. Passion. Across, sits there for Ecker. Well, how did that find her? That pass just split the Jets' defence. With 2 players there. But somehow it found its way to Marielle Ecker. Perhaps could have done better. Touch from Moreton goes out of play. Lions look like they're going to make their first substitution. Cunning Clough is the player coming off. Tanisha Stanley is the substitute. And she's on the ball now. Finds Horsey. Lovely turn from Horsey. Finds Passion, who's worked the left-hand side, but she's caught offside. I mentioned it is a top 6 this season, so plenty of teams that thought they were just off the pace have now found themselves well in contention for the finals hunt. Might run through each team and how they're progressing, give them a half-time report. Tatham delivers the ball back to Mestorovic. Tatham turns, looks to come forward. Deep ball from Spreadborough, finds Tatham again. Infield for Schaefer. Tatham again. Back for McGilligan. Goes crossfield to New. Stray pass goes straight to Ecker. Passion. Ecker puts Tanisha Stanley in space. And of course it's Tegan Riding. Latches onto the ball. And a shot straight at Mestorovic. A lovely little impact there from Tanisha Stanley. Daniels. Eisden does well to maintain possession. This is Policina. Cross for Dillon. Tatham. It's time to look up. Can only find Catherine O'Neill.
You're not wide enough.
Ecker puts the ball in front of Sophie Passion. And again, the ball finds Tegan Riding. Lauren Spreadborough trying to get across. Cross finds Whitney Knight. For Ecker. Ecker gets a shot away, just wide. That must have taken a touch off a Jet. So the Lions have a corner. So just quickly looking at the table, both these teams are first and second, of course, where we expected them to be. But it's those teams in the third and fourth position that are interesting. Third, fourth and fifth. South, you expect them to be there or thereabouts, but it's Capalaba. They've been the big improvers this year. They've had a sensational first half of the season. As the corner comes in. Lions play keep ball. Passion just gets around the defence with ease. Lions are queuing up. Jets are able to clear. O'Neill. Stanley. Goes that wide for Ecker. Ecker taking on two. Still with possession. There's infield for Riding. Lions looking menacing here. Back for O'Neill. Riley. To Knight. Back to Riley. And back to Nestorovic. So yes, Capalaba are in third place at the moment. They've been the surprise packets of the season. South, you expect them to be a top four team, so it's a pass mark for them at the moment. It's the gap. They're just behind South. They just need goals at the moment. Their defence is as good as always, but they're just lacking that goal scorer. They've lost their front two from last year. Just having a few issues replacing that strike power. This is Bisden. Infield ball, looking for Walker. And that shot, well over the bar. Logan have also improved this year. They've got an effective squad. So they've done quite well. And Gold Coast United, who of course took a point against Lions last week. They've been inconsistent. They've been good and they've dropped points where you expected them to maybe get a result. If they can find a little bit of consistency in the second half of the season, then they can be a finals threat. Passion finds Riding. This is Schaefer. New. Setting McGilligan a task. It's too tough for her. Grace Chalmers is warming up on the Moreton Bay sidelines. We'll see her in action shortly. Dillon. McGilligan. Schaefer. Back for New. Infield ball finds Horsey. And Spreadborough comes across just in time. Will Moreton Bay make that change? Not just yet. Eckert, Stanley. One's riding. Her pass is deflected. Schaefer. One's Tatham. Tatham looking to drive forward. Finds Walker. Tatham again. He's got McGilligan out wide. Baisden is wide out on the right-hand side as the rain starts to come down here at Walter Park. Ecker. Jets trying to lock the ball up in the front third. Perhaps now we'll see that substitution. So it's Grace Chalmers makes her appearance for Rihanna Policina. New. Back for Spreadborough. Jets are trying to use all the pitch, trying to spread the game. And the crossfield ball, Ecker tries to put some pressure on. Storovic back to New. Jets looking for an opening. Daniels goes down the line to find Baisden. Chalmers gets her first touch. It's a deft one. Dillon. Tatham leaves the ball behind. And the Jets. Well, they've been a little bit loose with their passing. And just as I say that, they give the ball away. I was just about to give them credit for retaining possession for a good period of time. Daniels loses out to Stanley. It's Nisha Stanley. She's had a great impact since coming on. This is Ecker. Goes crossfield. Finds Passion. Back for Ecker again. Lines up the shot. Straight at Mistorovic. Passion again. The Jets clear. Trying to get the ball in behind the Lions defence. And it's a chance for Walker. And she's put it wide with the goal at her mercy. Well, it's just not the night for Moreton Bay. Poor touch from Zafina. And Scotty Walker created the mistake. Had the open goal and puts her shot just wide. Well, when Moreton Bay look back on this game, they'll have a look at their finishing. They've had multiple shots that have just gone wide. And Lions, who've had finishing issues themselves this season. They seem to be getting it together now. They've been making the shots that you'd expect them to put away. Riley. Crossfield ball to find Ecker. Stanley's running on. So's Sophie Passion. She's the one that comes up with possession.
Still want it? Want it? Yeah, ref. Whitney.
Looks like Lions are going to make a substitution now. Whitney Knight's the player coming off. Jessica Hogg is the player that will get some game time. Jess Hogg of Barden Latrobe Jr. performance from Whitney Knight tonight. Hasn't had too many opportunities in front of goal, but she's linked up well with the teammates. So that corner gets headed clear. A little bit of concern being shown for the Lions player. Looks like Heatley's right to continue. Hughes pass, just too strong. And throws up a hand in apology. So 15 minutes to go in this game. It's Moreton Bay United 0, Lions FC 3. The offside flag goes up, and rightly so. We're right in line with that. So barring an epic comeback, I'd suggest that the Jets would look at these last 15 minutes as an opportunity just to find some chinks in the armour of Lions, give themselves a little bit of confidence for the finals. Obviously they'll need to, with this loss and Lions winning their make-up game, that would put Lions back in front. So it puts the title race in Lions' hands. Chalmers. Back for Nude. Crossfield ball finds Schaefer. Nice head on there for McGilligan. Across from Tatham. Chance just wide. That was Bison. Jets line things up again. McGilligan. Out wide for Tatham. Cross comes in. Riley gets herself in the way. So just running through the other teams. Brisbane Roar QAS, they haven't really set the league on fire yet this season. I expect they'll come good in the second half. Their squad, of course, is much changed from last year. Completely new squad, new recruits. This is Tegan Riding in space. Riding gets a blocked shot in. Schaefer, the Jets look to counter. Bysden can't get past Stanley. Walker. Back for Bysden. Ollie Bysden played 4 years of college soccer at Pepperdine in Malibu, California. Division I university. Her CV is pretty extensive. She's played in Sweden, Taiwan, France, and then back in California with the LA Galaxy. And in Taiwan, she represented the United States in the World University Games and captained that team. So she's well travelled. Powerful feet. That's one of the most noticeable things about her game, is that she hits a shot. She seems to do it with much more power than any other player in the league. I asked Coach Hannafin about that, and he agreed and said that it's more powerful than some of the boys at this club. in some of the 18s. Chalmers. Dillon. Tatham. McGilligan. McGilligan comes in field. Cross for Chalmers. Daniels makes a little bit of space for herself, but the pass a little bit weak. Chalmers in field. Walker goes down. Jets have a free kick. Could this be their avenue? Christy New, of course, the set-piece specialist. Safina wants an extra player on the wall. A little bit of tension in the air as Christy New stands over this free kick. The crowd are expecting some magic. Bisden standing in the wall. Christy New. The short pass finds Bisden. Across the face of goal. Still there for the Jets. And now they clear. Through Riley. Well, it's just been one of those nights for Moreton Bay. Things just haven't gone quite right for them. Nice little variation on the set piece. And there's Sophie Passion's shot. Goes in. Riley Bisden is across the face of goal into a crowd of players. Just can't find the back of the net. Here's Riding. Back for Passion. Horsey. Crossfield ball. Tatham goes downfield, looking for McGilligan. Jamila Riley. The Red Lynch Cyclones was Jamila Riley's junior club. Up in Cairns. Horsey puts the ball out in front of Passion. Sits nicely for Riding. Not taken at the first grab by Mastorovic. She manages to tidy up after herself. So 8 minutes to go in regulation time. This is Friday night football. It's Moreton Bay United 0. Lions FC 3. Very entertaining, top of the table game, this. It's been end-to-end stuff. It's been played at a good tempo. Riley goes straight down the middle and finds Riding, who gets past the defence with ease. Mastorovic does exceptionally well to tidy up. Still there for Lions. Moreton Bay will clear now. McGilligan. Stanley. O'Neill. Another short pass finds Bysden. Stanley goes back to tidy up. The flag goes up. There's an example of that power shot from Bysden. That right foot. You saw her score a cracker against Logan. She had a shot against the gap that hit the bar. Another pass. It goes straight to an opposition player. Chance. The Lions get across just in time. It was O'Neill. Both teams have been their worst enemies on occasions tonight. It's Lions FC that have made the most of those opportunities. The Jets with the corner. Can they make one of these count? Christy New comes forward. The Jets will reload. Another ball in. Just manages to stay in the field of play. No, it's been deemed to have exited the field of play. Lions FC have a goal kick. Did you know that coaches receive 60 continual professional development points for attending IFCCA? Enhance the knowledge of your coaches by booking them a place at IFCCA. Don't forget to follow Football Queensland on Instagram and Facebook for the latest football news and events across the state. You can find us at Football QLD. Of course, the website is footballqueensland.com.au. Jets have a player down at the moment. This is Horsey. Back for Ecker. Stanley. Infield ball finds Riding. Actually, that was Rebecca Horsey again. Now Lions have a corner. So 90 seconds to go in regulation time. Probably get the standard 3 minutes. As Ecker will deliver the corner. Goes near post. There's a sea of yellow shirts there. A shot from Winona Heatley goes well over the bar. Jets look to go quickly. Back for New. Spreadborough. Tatham. Ball cut out. Lions have the ball back. Next 4 games for these teams. Moreton Bay have got Easts away, Royal QAS at home, Sunshine Coast Wanderers away, and Logan at home. As Ecker takes up possession deep in the left-hand side. Takes on Daniels. Another shot, another goal! Well, that was far too easy. Mario Ecker, just such a balanced player, isn't she? Got around Daniels with ease and the space just opened up. She picked her spot. And Lions put their punctuation mark on tonight's match. That's her second goal of the evening. So it's Lions FC that bring this title race back to 1 point. And the Jets, they've found answers against every team this season. But Lions are going to do the double of them. Horsey. Lions looking for a fifth. Ball just trickles over the line for Mastorovic. So Lions next 4 matches, they've got Western Pride, Easts, Royal QAS and Sunshine Coast Wanderers. So in the next 4 games for both clubs, they're playing no one in the top 4. A couple of teams that are in the top 6. Lions looking to make one last substitution before the night ends. Great ball from Passion. Almost teed up Tegan Riding. And Sophie Passion has been probably my player of the match tonight. I think she's been outstanding on the right-hand side. She's caused Moreton Bay so many problems. She's going to get an opportunity to take in some applause. And it's Abigail Evans. It's going to get a couple of minutes. Sophie Passion, of course, opened the scoring this evening. So a big win for Lions FC. We've seen so many times in this competition that when teams in the top half of the table take each other on, the big score lines. And the Lions got absolutely smashed last season by the Gap. Here's Bisden. Bisden still going. Gets a shot away and a goal. Well, it's only just a consolation. Riley Bisden. That's just been her season. She's had some fantastic individual efforts. She took on 3 players and still managed to get a thunderous shot away. And in injury time, Moreton Bay have their consolation. And something they can hang their hat on in remaining weeks. A little bit of tensions on the field and off it with the coaching bench. As the rain gets heavy here at Walter Park. Stanley goes in field. Just quickly bring you the remaining games in this round 14. The NPLW, Sunshine Coast to take you on Mitchelton at 3 o'clock tomorrow. 5 o'clock, Gold Coast United host Easts. At 5:30, Royal QAS take on Capalaba. And at 7 o'clock, the Gap host Logan Lightning. On Sunday at 3 p.m, Western Pride take on Souths. The Sunshine Coast Wanderers have the bye. Run shot from Walker's blocked. Chalmers can't get past Horsey. Lions coming away with possession. This is Heatley. Back for Stanley. Lions coach Rob Askew just asking his players to just pass the ball around. See the game out. Find an open player. Unable to do so. As Daniels puts the ball in front of Bysden. She can't do it again, can she? This time she goes for a little bit of trickery. Chips the ball just over the top. And there it is. The end of an entertaining 90 minutes. This top of the table clash. It's the visitors, Lions FC, that come away with a 4-1 victory. Goals from Sophie Passion, Tegan Riding, and a double from Mario Lecker. For the hosts, Riley Bosden scores in injury time. So Lions FC close the gap at the top of the table to 1 point with a game in hand. I'm Darren Lutton on behalf of Tom McClifty at Double Take. This is a Football Queensland's presentation of the NPLW. Other matches are on this weekend. Check the Facebook page for more details. From Walter Park, have yourselves a very pleasant evening.